Media managers across the country are being urged to focus on the mental well-being of young journalists due to the psychological impact from covering crime and high-risk events. To tell us more, here's Brittania Witter.
Veteran and multi-award-winning journalist Arthur Hall called for action to be taken by news managers to prioritize the mental health of young journalists. He was highlighting the psychological toll of reporting on crime scenes and high-risk situations in today's fast-paced and often stressful news environment. Speaking at the PAJ's veteran luncheon at the Pegasus Hotel on Wednesday, Hall shared his concerns.
I'm urging the heads of newsroom, let us start to look at the psychological impact of what our young journalists are going through. I am saying to you, we need support for these young journalists.
Hall, reflecting on his earlier years in the field, continued by sharing his own experience during a time when he visited a murder scene in which a mother and her infant were both shot in the head. The impact of the scene left Hall with nightmares and a loss of appetite.
When I came out of the room, everything that I ate for the past 4 days started coming up. For the next week, I could not sleep. Every time I tried to fall asleep, I would see that baby head back on my dreams. Every time I tried to eat, my food had no appetite because I saw that baby. And it was something that I couldn't tell my seniors in the newsroom.
Referring to the 2023 case of 80-year-old Daniel Rowe, who was abducted and killed, Hall says he wondered how many young reporters who are mothers, aunts, and neighbors of 80-year-olds felt while reporting on that incident. He called for newsrooms to pay closer attention to mental health support for reporters instead of leaving them to figure it out themselves.
It can't be that we send them out on the road every day. They cover the most gruesome events. They report on the most gruesome events. And media managers, news editors do not think about their mental state. It can't be that we leave journalists to tough it out.
In closing, Hall urged news managers to take the issue seriously before young journalists leave the profession in droves.
We need to ensure that these young people, these talented, promising young people, do not leave the profession because they have to find their mental health stability. And if they do, it is bad for Jamaica, it's bad for the democracy if we don't have their quality in the media.
Hall was one of 5 veteran journalists awarded. The other awardees include Neville Bell, Joseph Wellington, Barbara Gale, and Durant Pate. Brittania Witter, CVM News.